Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. We're beginning right where we left off in our duplex hidey hole here. I'm gonna break out. Watch out for creepers. Oh, this is a terrible place to start in this ravine. Watch out for creepers. Okay, we're fine. Wolfie's gonna check out the hidey hole, but we're continuing west. And I want to give a quick update. We are now at 92% of our fundraiser goal for Child's Play charity over at farlandsorbust.com. That means over $7,600 have gone directly to Child's Play charity. All that going to get toys, books, and games into the hands of kids in children's hospitals all around the world. It's a great cause. I appreciate all of the contributions so far, and you can continue going to farlandsorbust.com to contribute. And that would be amazing. But today, since I have mentioned in the last few episodes, I'm going to be going away for about a week on a little personal vacation. I wanted to do something special for this, which is going to be the last Far Lands or Bust episode that goes up in the meantime before then. I know I've talked about this before, being as how Far Lands or Bust kind of has turned into a podcast, and I've discussed the possibility of having guests on the show. The show? It's a show now. I'm going to bring somebody in here just via voice. Nobody's actually joining me in the world. This is still a single-player world, but you all know him as Lorgon111, and I would like to welcome Brian to Far Lands or Bust. How you doing, Brian?
Good. I'm glad to be here. It's an honor to be your first kind of guest on your little podcast live stream, or it's not a live stream, Far Lands or Bust episode series. Yes, it's great.
Excellent. Yes, well, certainly thank you for taking some time out to join me here. And just for everybody watching, I am sharing the screen view with him so he can see what's going on in Far Lands or Bust. So if
you're on a boat.
Yeah, we're on a boat. So if I do get attacked by some sort of creeper, there will be a little bit of lag there. There will be a mutual understanding about the danger afoot. But I just wanted to casually kind of have a little conversation here with Brian. I know for the longest time you and I have been kind of referring each other back and forth. We both enjoy the videos. We're both similar in the fact that we're more explorers than we are, say, builders in Minecraft.
Yes, definitely. Like, you describe yourself also not as a builder, but then, like, the house that you have on top of Combat Canyon is still, more, I don't know, extravagant than anything that I've built in Minecraft at this point. Like, I'm a really, really bad builder.
Well, maybe it's just the tediousness that goes into collecting all the items and having to build it that I tend to be like, all right, that Combat Canyon house was probably my finest building moment, so I don't think I'm going to get any better than that.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I do wonder, and I still haven't really played around with it much, is with creative mode now in 1.8, if I might take some time to kind of, just build something and have any resources that I want, just kind of like practice, and then once I see something that looks good, like actually try to build it in-game with real resources. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't even tried creative mode yet, have you?
Only a little. I've used it mostly to kind of like fly around worlds and explore seeds. And I think I might have used it once to try like building something with redstone, but I've only used it for, like probably less than an hour or something.
Yeah, well, in the future, I suppose. But so now you've been doing a few things in 1.8. You started kind of a Let's Play, but it sounds like you're kind of waiting for 1.9 to come out before you get too carried away with that.
Yeah, I decided that since 1.9 has new terrain generation and new biomes and whatnot, I was going to start a new world again, because I don't like having that kind of boundary that always happens when you have an old terrain generation and new terrain generation.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's also just kind of fun to start fresh. Like, I went for so long at the same Let's Play series, and it was great to kind of like build up a whole bunch of stuff and have familiar places and have a sky rail system to travel around. But at the same time, like, you get, like, we're both explorers, like, you get wanderlust, and you also just get, a desire to like do something different and kind of start fresh. And so I felt like I've had that recently. And as a result, yeah, I started the Let's Play with 1.8 and then found out that 1.9 was going to change the terrain generation again. And so it was one of those cases where I didn't want to get too invested in a world that I knew I was going to be discarding. And so lately I've been trying to come up with other kind of one-off kind of things to do in order to put out some video content between when now and when 1.9 finally comes out, because like you, I don't like playing the pre-releases or the kind of buggy betas that they've had out, and so I'm hoping that 1.9 will come out soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to do another pre-release or what they're doing, but it certainly would be interesting. I'm doing the Stranded in Minecraft. I don't know if I'm going to... I'll probably keep with that same world, and then I'll just have to deal with whatever seam is between the 1.8 and the 1.9 terrain generation. But yeah, let me... I had a few questions here, I guess, as a Far Lands or Bust host, I guess. I could ask you a few questions that I get a lot. That I suppose some of my followers might be interested in hearing from you, but I guess I'm wondering, when did you first hear about Minecraft, and then when did you first start playing?
I probably heard about it like on the order of a year ago or something. I don't remember exactly when I first heard about it, but it was one of those things that I would occasionally see, people posting on Reddit about it or something, and was aware that it was this game that people talked about, but it wasn't until January or February of this year when I finally started taking a good look at it and actually started watching some videos and trying to learn what the game was. And I guess it was right around my birthday's in February, and so it was right around my birthday where I decided, all right, I had watched a few videos about it and it looked like it might be an interesting game, and so I went ahead and bought the game and started trying it out, and I immediately got addicted.
That's generally the case, I think. Sudden addiction. Now, were you much of a gamer before then? Have you played, any console games or anything, or because as I've mentioned, kind of a casual gamer myself, but I'm wondering if you have any other favorite games out there that you've played, or...
Yeah, not really. I also am, at best, kind of a casual gamer these days. Like, when I was a kid, I had, an NES and played lots of video games. But nowadays, I don't own any console systems, and so I've, played, Nintendo Wii at friends' houses and stuff like that. But I don't really play video games on the PC other than this, and so Minecraft has pretty much been it. There's a few, little Flash web games that, you can play in, an hour that I occasionally play. But yeah, Minecraft is really kind of it for me.
Yeah, that's...
It occurs to me that these questions, if you do have a number of interviewees and kind of guests, you could have a few common questions that you ask everybody, and so this could be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I've probably answered these questions 4 or 5 times in different episodes of Far Lands or Bust, because they come up, and then a whole new batch of subscribers comes and they ask the same question, so
right.
I just make a frequently asked questions. Ooh, it's a little mini ravine prior to
with
the 1.8.
Some good starting resources.
Yeah.
I've been doing a few different episodes recently where I'm kind of starting from fresh worlds for different challenges and whatnot, and yeah, finding a little ravine like that where it's ooh, there's exposed coal and iron is always a nice start. Ooh. Oh, and another floating block of ice.
Yeah, I can make a floating ice house here. Oh, and zombies. Okay, maybe not.
Careful.
Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh. Well, I just walked through the floating slab of snow.
I always wonder, if there's always little bugs like that have been in Minecraft for a while, and I always wonder if they're going to be fixed in the next update. And so that's one that I wonder if it'll be fixed in the next update. In any case, since I'm just in 1.8 right now, I don't have to worry about that because there's no snow in 1.8. How sad.
True, yeah. All right, well, I've fallen through that thing twice, so fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me again. But,
my old 1.7 world, when I was traveling around in snowy areas, I would often put down torches any place I found those, just so it would melt all the snow and I wouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to worry about that for FLOB, obviously. FLOB, it's fun to say.
FLOB, yes. Acronyms are fun. Oh, floating island over there. Let's see. Let me get back to... where was I? What's the question here? Oh, since we just talked about when you started playing Minecraft, what then... you said you first, before you started playing, you kind of watched some videos and stuff. Then you started playing, and then what kind of convinced you or made you start to decide I wanted to start doing Let's Play videos too?
I guess it was probably because I'd learned so much about the game through watching videos and had watched a few of the How to Survive Your First Night kind of things, and the usual, you're new to the game and you're oh, I could do this. I could make a better video. It would be, an awesome introduction. And Also, I had a little bit of experience through my work, and oh yes, by the way, I like these new hidey holes. They're very kind of efficient and kind of make this part of the Flob series go quicker. So I approve.
Yeah.
Good job, Ant Venom, for recommending this.
Yes.
So what was I saying? Basically, I had a little bit of experience at work, kind of like doing, recordings of screencasts and different things. And so it was easy to kind of like set up the first time in order to just like try out doing some recording. And I actually, something that I don't think people know, because I don't think I've even mentioned it on my own channel, is I tried a few things before I ever uploaded my first episode. I originally was thinking about doing a dual comm with a friend of mine who also plays some Minecraft. And so I actually, a dual commentary, but single player. And so basically we were just going to kind of both be in the same room talking to one another, but just playing kind of like we're doing now, except not over Skype. And we tried recording an episode or two of that, and it was kind of so-so, and it wasn't as fun as, we thought it was going to be or something. And so I kind of discarded that idea. And then I came up with kind of like the exploration and tactics idea in terms of trying to focus on strategy. And so I actually started a new world and got 2 or 3 episodes recorded of that. But this was in the days of Minecraft Beta 1.2. And it had more kind of general bugs back then, and this particular world that I was in, for whatever reason, would just crash every 5 minutes, and I had a couple other worlds that would work just fine, and so I was recording episodes, and you can, via editing, get rid of the crashes so that people aren't seeing that stuff, but it became really annoying, and I was like, you know what, I've got a couple episodes of this, but I'm just going to throw it all away and start over. And so I threw it all away and started over, and waited until I had, 3 good episodes kind of in the hopper that I was proud of, and that weren't crashing or having any kind of bad effects. And then I was like, okay, I'm finally going to upload this to YouTube and try it out. So yeah, it was kind of actually a long start, and it really is kind of hard to get started, I think, with doing kind of like videos and Let's Plays and whatnot, but it was definitely worth it in terms of getting the practice on making the videos and getting everything to work out just right.
Yeah, I had the same...
That was a pretty long answer, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what I'm looking for. I'm feeling myself starting to be repetitious in these in the Farlands bus. So I think this is something adding guests to the Farlands bus. This kind of spices it up. But yeah, I had the same experience with same experience with starting Let's Plays.
You're not repetitive at all, Kurt.
What's that?
I said you're not repetitive at all.
No.
Same, similar.
Oh, Lord. Where I started a couple worlds trying to do Let's Plays, but I would screw them up, or, the recording would be wrong, or audio and stuff like that. So, yeah, the Farlands or Bust world, which didn't start out as Farlands or Bust, just a normal Let's Play, was actually like my 3rd try doing Let's Plays, but very similar experience as you and I getting started.
Indeed. We seem to have, just a lot in common that we discover over time, regardless. I'm curious, kind of related to that, if, I guess probably not for Farlands or Bust, because obviously you're doing this kind of continual walk to the Farlands, but I wonder if any of your other series like Combat Canyon or Stranded in Minecraft, if you ever record some videos, or even maybe in another video game that you're playing, where you record a couple of videos and then you just decide to never upload them because they're not any good, or the idea wasn't good, or...
I mean, that's happened. I've tried to record some Call of Duty, like the original Call of Duty is what I play, but I'd always just have technical problems with that, but and I keep getting a lot of questions. I was doing a Tomb Raider Anniversary playthrough, but I haven't uploaded that in almost a month. I got 8 or so episodes in, because the level I had played and I recorded, I maybe have 3 videos worth. It just wasn't. I didn't seem like I was having too much fun myself, and that really never makes for a good Let's Play video.
Right, yeah, it surprises me how much it shows through, if you've, just woken up and you're tired, or, if you're just, not having a good day that day or whatever, I go back and watch the video, and I can really hear the emotion difference in my voice in terms of when I'm enjoying it versus when I'm not, and I really do think it kind of, saps the fun out of the videos, and so it's one of those, before I sit down to record, I talk to myself a little bit and try to, get pumped up so that I feel like I'm ready to really, make a good episode.
Yeah, or drink a few cups of coffee. That's my that's my thing, just to get the everything's exciting. Look at this Minecraft world, all this snow, it's amazing. So yeah, that's so yeah. I don't know. I guess to kind of conclude with that, I don't know if I'm going to continue with the Tomb Raider because it's a game I've already played through. So I might instead try like a different game if I'm going to do something other than Minecraft that I haven't played, just so it can be a lot more authentic. A first impression kind of playthrough of a game is a little bit more exciting than, well, I've already played this game already, but let's play it again sort of situation.
Yep.
So yeah, what else do I want to get? Oh, since we're talking about like Let's Plays, do you have any? I know you're very judicious about choosing who you subscribe to. So I was wondering if you have any favorites, or whether or not they be Minecraft or otherwise, in terms of YouTube channels that you follow and watch a lot of videos of.
I see. The only other kind of like non-Minecraft YouTube videos I tend to watch are, there's a channel called Shaytards, which is just a guy's video blog, and he makes a video blog like every day, and he's been doing it for like 2 years, and he's like one of the top 10 YouTubers at this point. And so that's kind of like the only non-Minecraft stuff I tend to watch on YouTube. I browse around a little bit, and then in terms of, YouTube and Minecraft stuff, obviously recently with the Race for the Wool, which I think you've watched as well, right?
Yes.
So that introduced me, or reminded me of a couple of players that I didn't know before, and you'd actually recently pointed me to B00, who's very funny.
Right.
And he has that long-running series that recently finished with Good, playing the Vex Legendary Super Hostile map.
Yes.
And so I was actually like sick like a week and a half ago, or I don't remember exactly when it was. And so when you're sick and in bed, you don't feel like doing anything, it's easy to go back and, they have a 50-episode series of playing this map. Why don't I watch all of it? And so I watched like tons of stuff with B00 and Good. And have really become fond of Good, and then he did a really good job, I thought, in the Race for the Wool map, and so I recently have added to my subscriptions. And I also watch a little bit more Co-Star now than I used to, and Etho I've been subscribed to for a while, and he's always doing cool stuff. I saw that you favorited his recent 50,000 subscribers special with the Cannonball run.
Yeah, just the stuff he makes is insane.
Yeah, and so I'm always trying to come up with like awesome ideas, like he comes up with. But he both has great ideas and is kind of like the best kind of like Minecraft tactical wizard, I feel like, and is also willing to devote many hours to put together a nice production like that. And so that's very cool. Yeah,
and for those of you who haven't checked that out, I guess I'll put a link in the this video's description of Etho's. It was his 50,000, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he did a celebration where he did a complete setup in a world, and you just have to see it to kind of believe all the work that went into it.
Yeah, it's only 3 or 4 minutes, and it's definitely worth checking out, because it was just really cool.
So go check that out. I'll put that, like I said, in the video description. But yeah, that was a pretty gigantic, I don't know if you were watching there, that was a gigantic snow biome I was just walking through.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that it was working out well in terms of I didn't feel guilty about talking about everything, because there wasn't any remarkable scenery around to take a look at in this particular episode of Far Lands or Bust. So that was good.
Yeah, it was just a flat snowy plain.
And also it was the Minecraft train generator who knows that Brian misses the snow in 1.8, and so it was trying to give me a lot of it so that I could take advantage. And so soak it all in. I appreciate that, Minecraft. Good job.
Let's see here. I don't know. I am getting kind of near the end of the second day, which is the normal length of Far Lands or Bust, but I figure since it is going to be the last video for about a week while I'm gone, I could, just for the sake of my dear subscribers here, make this an extended Far Lands or Bust video where I can go for 3 days. Ooh, craziness. And I'm certainly enjoying having you on here as a guest. If you can stick around for another Minecraft day, that'd be awesome.
That would be great. I would love to help get another 10 minutes of content out to your viewers as well.
Well, let's see. I'm not sure. Those were kind of the basic questions I had for you. Now, before we started, you said you had gotten a few topics or questions
I was
here
also,
on your own.
Just kind of thinking of a few random things to possibly talk about. And so we recently, just mentioned the kind of like Vex, the Race for the Wool challenge that had some of these big name Minecrafters in it. And so kind of got me a little bit more interest in a few other Minecrafters. one of the things from that, I can't recall now, I think we were talking about this on the live stream, which was the first time we've ever talked, and this is only like the second time that you and I have talked on Skype, really. We talked about, we were asking, what people's favorite mobs in Minecraft are. And I actually downloaded the Race for the Wool map that people played, Race for the Wool #2, and was playing it in single player mode. And there's a lot of silverfish in the map.
Oh.
I don't know, have you actually encountered the silverfish
I
yet?
have not, because I haven't come across a
stronghold.
A stronghold yet, and I haven't played in creative or anything yet. So yeah, no, I haven't, other than what I've seen in videos, come across any of the silverfish.
And so in any case, I think that the silverfish might now be my favorite mob, just because of what you can do with it in challenge maps. Because it's so surprising that you'll just be digging through some stone, and then all of a sudden it takes a moment to dig through, and you're like, wait, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, silverfish start attacking you, and you can start hitting them, and more start popping out of the walls. And I don't know where Notch got the idea for that mob, but it's very different from the other mobs in the game, and a clever addition. And yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
and so that might be my new favorite mob.
Huh. I almost feel like everybody in 1.8 at least was looking forward to the Enderman. The Enderman was the big deal, but just in the way their AI was coded, or maybe they were buggy or something, that they turned out to be a little bit of a disappointment. And now, like, the cave spiders are really a pain in the ass, and like you mentioned, the silverfish are probably kind of cool too. Like, nobody expected the silverfish to behave in that way.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I felt like coming into 1.8, we knew there were 3 new mobs, and everyone was talking about the Enderman, and then it turns out that the other 2 were kind of stealing the show, although it seems like the Enderman may, be back with a vengeance in 1.9. I think, yeah, we talked about it a little bit. I haven't played 1.9, any of the pre-releases, and I also have been very careful not to watch any videos of stuff that does new 1.9 things, because I want to keep it kind of fresh and exciting for myself. But I have read a little bit about what's happening in 1.9, and it seems like the Endermen, their AI is changing, and they're getting harder to fight, and the Ender Pearls that they drop are more useful in terms of stuff that you can do with them, and so it seems like it will be getting more exciting with the Endermen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to 1.9. Yeah, it's like there's a lot being added.
I'm kind of overwhelmed by all the stuff that I have read so far. Like, there's stuff with potions and dragons and mushrooms and new content in the Nether and teleportation and all this. Like, it seems like it's completely different game almost from what I'm used to playing. Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm definitely excited to see what all is coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I guess that video isn't out. I can't talk about that. Shh. Yeah, I don't know about in terms of the favorite mobs. I'm still, like I said, the Endermen were a little bit disappointing, but and the skeletons are my arch nemesis.
Right.
But I still think, just in terms of going classic mode, is the creepers, just because they are so original, and nothing like them ever existed before Minecraft. So the creepers are probably going to go. Ooh. Speaking of mobs, I've got this very deep, cavernous cave of...
Right.
I'm just going to...
I couldn't tell if it had some light in the background there, or if it was...
I'm not sure if that was fog distance. Because if I come back here, you can start to see it, but as I get closer, it kind of starts to disappear. Of course, that would look a lot different with the 1.9 lighting. Alright, I don't know how far I want to go on here. I'm just curious.
You do have the advantage that anybody who's down there, it seems like the water is pushed down deep into the end. Oh.
Huh, that's odd. It seems to just kind of end here. Unless there's something behind this gravel, but...
Anticlimactic.
Yes. Well, I'll just leave that lit up for whatever, in case I'm ever able to provide this as another world download. People can come back here and check it out, but...
it's actually pretty nice. Like, if you found that at the beginning of a game, like, that would be a nice, huge cave hole that you could, somehow close up and live in as your giant, hollowed out of the mountain cave base or something.
Yes. There we go. Need some extra wool here.
Yeah, it always amazes me kind of like people are always like, oh, like I saw your seed and I really want to, play that area that I saw you play. And people talk about, like wanting to copy other people's worlds or, get a copy of someone's Minecraft seed in order to get to play the same world. And I feel like, yeah, probably more so because you and I are such explorers and we walk around so much. But I feel like in any Minecraft world, like if you walk far enough, you're going to find tons of awesome stuff. And so I feel like all seeds are kind of equivalent in that respect.
Yeah, exactly. I had to walk, it was 60 some odd episodes in before I found that gigantic, what did we name it? The dark and magical pit of bottomless destiny. So, yeah, I don't know how many people would have traveled that far to find that, but I'm sure similar features could be found anywhere in any world. And
that's one of the things, I think we maybe talked about that in the live stream as well, is I like things that are rare and exciting. And so, like, the fact that you might have to walk, a long ways and be playing the game for a while before you discover, like, a certain thing, like, that's part of the appeal to it for me. Like, it was one of those things that, like, oh, I can just, copy this person's world or get this person's seed and go explore this thing. I mean, it's nice to be able to do that, but at the same time, like, I like exploring on my own and discovering these things on my own because there's just that much more excitement and joy associated with it then.
Very true. There's not a cloud in the sky. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing that very rarely happens.
Especially for me out here in the Seattle area. Ha ha ha. Yes, that's what they need. Here's a new feature suggestion notch for Minecraft is that it should know your zip code and figure out the local weather and have that weather play inside the game.
Oh, that actually would be pretty awesome.
All right, someone go make a mod. I'm sure there's tons of people watching.
Yeah, we'll just
someone go make that mod, and then we'll download it and try it out. No, I don't actually know that would be a good idea because then I would be playing in the rain far too often, and I don't like the rain because it's so noisy in Minecraft.
Yeah. I don't. In here, I don't get the rain that often just because I keep sleeping, so it resets the weather. So, but yeah, the rain. I haven't come across many thunderstorms though.
I've only actually come across like 3 or 4, and like half the time when I do so much spelunking, like I'll be far under the earth, and so I don't get a chance to like go out and enjoy it. But yeah, I haven't managed to like see lightning hit a creeper and turn it into an electrified creeper. And I haven't gotten struck by lightning myself yet, which I guess I should be thankful for because I hear that you not only die, but like it annihilates all your items as well.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that.
I'm not 100% sure on that. Like, it's one of those, I think I read that somewhere kind of things, and so I might not be speaking the truth. And it's not easy to experiment with on your own unless you have, like server, single player command, magical god mode, something to experiment with it. So
true. Boat thing.
I should mention, I don't know that I should mention, but just in terms of something that happened today that I found amusing, in one of my recent videos that I just uploaded, someone commented after I was singing the Torches, Torches, Torches song, and they said, hey, that's Kurt's trademark. And so yeah, of course, like some people on my channel are like, no, Brian did it first, and like your subscribers always go to defend you and back you up, which is fine and nice. But I also replied to the person, and I was like, yeah, we've actually taken a number of each other's idiosyncrasies over time. I guess just because we watch so much of each other's videos.
Yeah, that's a patently your thing, and I know I've even borrowed the. You usually start your videos at the splash screen where you go Minecraft and then say the whatever the subtext for that day is in Minecraft. So I've borrowed that a couple times, and I think just a little bit ago you said indeed, so it's like a virus. Indeed.
Yep. And a couple of times now, like I'll get some wool from a sheep and I'll go yoink, which is definitely one of your things. And yeah, I think that's just usual. Like in real life, you tend to kind of borrow some of the speech patterns of the people that you talk to or interact with, and so it's also true of the people that you watch on YouTube.
So yes, it's all just imitation as flattery in that where that regard goes to. But yeah,
got some nice big trees there.
Yeah, I do. I'm not. I did just pick up some wood. Yeah, that's a gigantic tree. Some nice flowers. Let's see. Was there anything else on your docket? If we had any recent events or...
There were one or two minor things, but I think we actually kind of like covered my list pretty well, and I want to save a couple of things for if and when we ever do this again. But yeah, I hope that you actually, I hope that we'll see how this episode is received on your channel. But I would be curious to hear, you interviewing, Ant Venom or a number of other different Minecrafters that you are in touch with and friends with. That I think it could be a good format just to both cross-pollinate people's channels, and also a way to kind of fill the airtime for Far Lands or Bust, and kind of like the podcast style of things, and it gives definitely for me like an opportunity just to kind of like talk about things more, because I tend to be very, very focused on the game that I'm playing at the time when I am commentating any of my videos, and so this is kind of a nice change for me, and it's also I would like to see it as an opportunity to learn some more about some other Let's Players that I don't always hear all that much from.
Very true. So yeah, if let me know in the comments, dear viewers, if what you think of this format. Like I said, this is the first time I'm trying it out, so maybe, like Brian said earlier, we can get some basic questions that we'll ask everybody if we have. A little bit of lag there. That we have, we can ask everybody some frequently asked questions. But otherwise, I just kind of enjoy the having another voice on the line there, so I'm not just hearing my own voice. Minecraft starts to lag up on me here. But yeah, that. I'm certainly enjoying this, and we got a lot of lag. What's going on, Wolfie? Woof. So yeah, as the sun is starting to set, I suppose I do need to start thinking about making a final hidey hole. And I did want to actually bring up, you recently did a new speed challenge that you made up on your own called Fast Start.
Yes, or basically, starting from a new world, I try to see how fast I can get into a full suit of iron armor and the three main diamond tools that you have in your hotbar right now, the diamond sword, diamond pick, and diamond shovel.
Very true, and I do want to give while I said this will be the final Far Lands or Bust before I leave for a week, I do have one more video in the hopper, and it just happens to be, conveniently that I brought it up here with Brian on the line, my attempt at the Fast Start Speed Challenge.
Oh, how exciting!
So yeah, it's my first speed challenge. I know you've done a few before this. But it's the first time I've done a speed challenge. I had a lot of fun doing it, but some iron here.
Well, I won't ask you if you had success in case you want to keep that as a surprise and people will have to watch.
Yes, that'll be a surprise. No spoilers.
I definitely will look forward to that.
Yeah. It's another kind of a cool format. I know. Wolfie, are you going to come into the hidey hole today? Okay. It's another format, like we were talking about. The Race for the Wool is kind of a cool new thing, and also speed challenges are something I've personally never done before. But yeah, it's a cool, just another way we can take, Minecraft is really great for making up your own games and scenarios. So
yeah, it really is. It's easily the most versatile kind of game that I've played in that regard, in that there are so many ways people can play it. You can be a builder, you can be an explorer, you can be a fighter, you can be making up speed challenges, you can be playing custom maps and player versus player and multiplayer, and they're all fun.
Indeed. All right, so let me get the bed down here, and all right.
Yeah, and I will yield the floor, I guess, to you in order to do your final kind of outgoing spiel. But thanks again for having me.
Oh, yeah, and certainly thanks again for taking time out to join me here on a Far Lands or Bust. It's certainly something I'm looking forward to doing more of. I could certainly have you back again and hopefully get some other people to join me here. So let me remind everybody once again to head over to, I'll put a link in the annotation and in the video description to head on over to Brian's channel. It's Lorgon111. What have you got, over 250 videos already up there?
I don't know. That sounds about right.
He's got quite a few videos, so if you haven't checked out his channel and subscribed already, you've got a wealth of content to check out there, and certainly while I'm gone, I'm not going to be uploading any videos, so everybody go check out Brian's channel. Like I said, it's one of my favorite channels. We have a lot in common with the way we explore and not much builders and all the combat we like to get into and stuff, so once again, thank you very much, Brian, for joining me here on Far Lands or Bust.
Thanks.
And I will close out by saying thank you, everybody, for joining me for this extra long episode. You can continue going to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to our fundraiser for Child's Play charity. Like I said, we're almost at 100%. It's exciting. I'm really looking forward to the 8-hour, 20-minute live stream we are going to do when we reach 100%. That is $8,200. So yeah, that'd be much appreciated if you guys, while I'm gone, could continue contributing to that. And I look forward to coming back in a week from Wednesday and making more videos and all sorts of crazy Minecraft nonsense. But in the meantime, Wolfie is guarding the door. I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to say, my name is Kurt. I will see you next time.